Oh, you know. Come on. There you go, sweetheart. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Oh, hi everyone. I never go live on here anymore. Um, who knows if that'll change in the near future? Hopefully. Dun, 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 dun. Here, I'm going to bring you down here, tell you a little story from today, right? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Wow, what a beautiful day. I'm in Burien, Washington, 15 minutes south of the city of Seattle, the Emerald City. Wow, what a gorgeous day, right? Cool. I missed y'all. I always go live over on Instagram, but I already did that today. Da, 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 da. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys this fun story, dude. I already told it over on Instagram, but it's I don't know, dude. You know, people don't get on to both of them. Whatever. Okay. I went over to little Fred Meyer. You know, I had an Etsy order, right? I'm a visual artist, you know, and I have stickers and paintings and stuff on Etsy. So sometimes when I get a little Etsy order of stickers and it's just an envelope, I walk it over to Fred Meyer because they got a mailbox outside. And it's a nice walk. And I can't mail it from our thing for some reason. So I walked over there, doink, put it in there. I was walking back, and I've walked this route a couple times. So there's stickers of mine, here and there, whatever. I walk around this corner, there's an apartment complex, a road, it's not very traveled, and there's like parking along the side of the road. I'm walking down that, I'm walking down that, there's always people milling around and shit. There's some people working on a car, I noticed them right away. And they're way down this road a little bit, and there's some other commotion going on. So I spot some sticker of mine, you know, and I'm taking a photo of it, and I hear some yelling. And at this point in my life, I'm a little, you know, I've taken a couple of years of being yelled at here and there, and I'm like, yo, dude, don't yell at me. Why would you be yelling at me, right? Little Starheadboy's been going to therapy and things like that and doesn't think he should be yelled at anymore. And so we're kind of like turning a corner on this kind of thing. So anyway, I'm looking at this sticker. I'm taking a photo of it, and I hear this like, do you work for the store? Do you work for the city? I can't tell if the person's yelling at me. I'm assuming they aren't because they're so far away. So I keep walking down the road because there's one guy that's kind of aggressive. His face is all red and shit. He's like, what? Do you work for the city? Think you just write on things? And I go, yo, man, are you talking to me? You know, like kind of like that. He's like, you think you can just write on things? I was like, who are you again? You know, I go, who are you, man? And there was kind of like a little audience there. But he was all irate and, you know, and I always see this kind of thing on Instagram, but I never see it in public, you know, and it never happens to me. I walk around, I'm friend all, and it never happens to me, but it was so fun because past me had a lot of anger issues and people would yell at me and I would go, and I'd yell back and I'd get aggressive. But new me, the place I'm going, with therapy and all these kind of things, that I was doing this shit, I was singing at him. I go, oh no, what are you gonna do about it? Oh no. At one point he started walking away from me. He's like, you can't just I go, hey man, you're not the boss of me, right? I don't think you're the boss of me. You know, like shit like that, dude. And this guy wasn't a physical threat. He thought he was. At one point I started walking, like he was walking away, and I was kind of like just being like, yo, who are you again? And he goes, don't follow me. And I go, oh no, oh no, oh no. Then he had to call me gay. He goes, yeah, look at you with your gray beard. You just look gay. I go, oh no, don't hurt me. Don't call me names and stuff. You know what I mean? Dude, it was so fun. It's super fun being completely calm when someone's yelling at you. So, what are you gonna do, right? I mean, I was in that tone the whole time. I'm kind of, I do got to say, I'm proud of myself because I always wanted to be this person that could maintain their cool in the middle of that shit because it's so fun. When someone's angry, they are out of control. Listen to the things they say. It's so fucking funny. And this guy was like, I mean, he was like, dude, you know what? I got to say this too. Because there was like some people working on a car, and I think he was from this apartment complex, and he wanted to yell at them. But he thought I was an easier target. And yo, it did not go as planned. He bombed horribly. Every kind of knick-knack or whatever he's got, every kind of trick he's got in his basket or whatever the fuck. None of them worked. He's like, you're gonna do this. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just standing here, man. You better leave. I'm like, I don't feel like going now. I'm just chilling, Like, dude, it's so fun. Damn. I never thought I'd be this person. I don't even recognize this person. And I walked away and I had that audience and I'm singing and he's like, I'm going to call the police. I was like, oh no, what, yikes, don't call the police on something like this. Oh no, what will I do? Like shit like that. I mean, if that dude had a gun or if he had any like balls, he would have fucking punched me or shot me. But he was just and I said this at one point. I go, oh no, hey, this is on par here too. I just go, yo, dude, some upset white guy in America is yelling at me. Oh no, what will I do? Right? Right. It was funny. I got physically threatened. Oh, I was so afraid. Right. Anyway. And then I just walked down the rest of the street, and it was really fun. But yeah, it was great. It really like woke me up because usually I'm like, you get like, oh, it's just fun. Like I was like, dude, that's kind of like a cup of coffee there. And sometimes they talk about life as a mirror of you, and I just think it's funny in general. People yell at me because I'm like, yo, dude, like, like. If there's a car that's about ready to hit me, I would appreciate it if somebody goes, hey, watch out. But besides that, you know what I mean? Isn't it weird that people would ever yell at you? And it makes me real suspect. I mean, hey, everyone has the right to do whatever they're going to do, right? I'm not controlling anyone. I'm not telling anyone not to do it. But a lot of human behavior to me lately is very confusing. And I just kind of take a pause and make people make it clear to me, what are you asking of me? Instead of getting swept into all this weird shit that people do, like they'll start an argument with you and then they'll bounce to something else and they're on to something else and they're upset. You're like, make it clear to me, right? Am I involved? Is this projection? Are you just upset? Are you hurt? Did I even do anything? Or is it really just your projection onto me? Because if it's that, we don't got time to waste our whole lives doing that kind of shit, right? Anyway, it's not even anything. It's just a very interesting thing. Legged Out Legend said, hello, I'm back. Fuck yes, dude. It's Thursday. Damn, it feels great. It feels great out here. It's like early fall. I love twilight during this time. I don't know what it is about the sun. The sun seems to change like right at fall, The air feels different. It's crazy. Legged Out Legend says, I'm duck joke guy. Yeah, I know, I remember. It's been a while. I always think about coming on YouTube, but, little Starheadboy still like, I don't know, dude. Like, I came into this whole experience a sensitive soul. I got jerked around all over there, dude. How's that sound? That sounds funny. Keep it PG. Working on it, But no, it's been a glorious life, but, sometimes I'd have my heart on my sleeve too much. And it's a weird world, It's not a cruel world. It's not it's just a weird world. And we're always growing and we're always fucking changing or whatever. And I don't know, along the way, I fucking had just too many losses, too much pain right away. Knocked me down. Been there before. What do they say? You get knocked down in the gutter, you flip over, you're looking at the stars. I did a lot of that. I go, dude, life is fucking over, you know? But also, you're just riding a wave. Oh, shit, life's over. How many times have I been going over the cliff? Oh, here we go. And then at the last second, oh, that part was just a dream. Oh, the cliff really wasn't there. Oh, that wave crashed before it even hit you. Right. But anyway, we got through all that. And I'm grateful to get through it too. And I'm grateful to have felt it. Instead of dodging all that pain. Damn, I'd be a monster again. Just joking. Crazy. Oh, that's another thing I kept telling that dude. He's in my face. He's all fucking angry. Oh, da, 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 da. And I go, hey, man, you might want to seek therapy. You know, like maybe you need to talk to somebody. And he wasn't a person on the streets, you know, he wasn't having a crisis. He was having a crisis, but it wasn't the same kind of crisis. He was just a dude that couldn't mind his own business, and he lived in these apartments, and he fucking had it. And now it's time to yell at somebody, like all these American males do, me included. Let's yell, because we never learned how to express our emotions, so let's yell at people, right? Rah, 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 rah. Right? I don't think so, dude. It doesn't accomplish anything. And you know what? It makes your blood pressure go up and things like that, right? Also, it's not good to always be angry and, you know what I mean? I know from experience. Oh, dude, it'll get you physically. It'll throw your back out. It'll throw your neck out. It'll fuck you all up. Kidney blow, you know. Legged Out Legend said, I'll basically always be in your streams. I appreciate it. I'm starting to really like the person I'm becoming. You know what I mean? That's real strange. Starheadboy, haven't you always liked yourself? I thought I did, but there's some parts I was told not to like. I guess they must have sunk in somewhere. Baffled me for years. I'm like, I like myself, right? What's wrong with me? Like almost like a double-edged sword on there. Something. Oh, yes. Legged Out Legend said, today we remember the lives we lost in 9/11. Yeah. What a crazy day. What a crazy, insane. Like, those kind of events are like, it's so weird how events are, they'll just be shocking for the rest of your life, you know? It's like the mind will protect you. Like, I can't think about that too much. Like, I've been seeing a lot of 9/11 like footage lately over the last couple months, and there's like, especially, I don't want to get into it, but especially people in a burning building where your choice is to stand there and burn or jump, you know? So crazy. You have to like, you go to work on a normal day, you're like, here I'm going to work on a normal day. And then that's the decision you have to make throughout the day is how the fuck am I going to die right now? That's so crazy. It's so, like, for human beings, yikes. I have to jump. I saw a story that was similar to that. These guys trapped on a crane, and the crane caught on fire. It was one of those big turbines, and the fire was creeping up, and one of them jumped, and the other guy, like, I was like, dude, what a decision that you'd have to make, dude. I didn't know when you signed up for a human, you have to do this shit. God. Some people are like, oh, they died peacefully in their sleep. Well, that's great, because that's a little better than like, oh, I'm going to figure out if I got to jump out of this window or burn to death. Like, that's so crazy, you know? Try and take me off that list, you know? If I can get off of there, you know? Crazy. Legged Out Legend said, yesterday we lost Charlie Kirk, and there was a shooting in Colorado yesterday. Yeah, a lot of contention, dude, you could feel it in the air, kind of. A lot of chaos going on, a lot of weird shit like that. It's crazy. That Charlie Kirk thing is really crazy too, because I don't know anything about that guy. I know a tiny bit about him, and I thought about him that day at that fucking moment. I was like, because my brother-in-law is like a photojournalist, and Charlie Kirk had done a tour, And he got photos of him one time. That's the only thing I knew about him, you know, really. But for some reason, it's like that collective consciousness. Like, I was like, it's almost like an important event and just a wave hit. Like, oh, something just happened, you know? Very strange, you know? That whole thing is very strange. It's so weird. Like that legend said, I got to chill in the air today. Yeah, me too. It's felt really weird. And, God, it's like, I don't know what that is. If that really is like some kind of intuition, you know? I even asked for that last night. I go, dude, I was in this deep meditation, or I was in this meditative mode all night. And I kept asking for these things. And at one point I was like, I don't know, I've been looking into remote viewing and things like that. And the CIA disclosed papers where they talk about quantum physics, everyone being connected and remote viewing, you know? And that's how you do it because our consciousnesses are all connected. So I was like, well, show me what some of these powers are and what's this connection. I'm feeling connected. And the next day it was like, dot, dot, dot. Like, yeah, weird. Crazy. Yeah, everything changes so quick too. Back here at our house, both neighbors on both sides moved out within the same month. And then we have new people over here and new people over here. It's crazy how quick stuff changes, you know. It's change. Being a human being is the weirdest thing, you know. I do have to say. It's just weird. You're like, oh, like, you know, thinking of the past. I was thinking about this yesterday. Thinking of the past is one solid plane. You're like, oh, remember how it was back there? It's how it is now. It's just always moving, you know. You're never really grasping life. We're always in the moment of now moving. Remember how the good old days were? Well, they were all fluid and moving too through space and time. Crazy. Dude, I can't believe that guy. That's so funny. That guy yelled at me. He didn't get the reaction that he wanted. I didn't even raise my voice. I was just like, yo, dude, you might want to go seek therapy, right? You know, hey, for your own well-being. I go, like, I'm just looking out for you, right? Get out of the house, you know, what makes you give them right? Don't worry about what I'm doing, bro, right? This is probably an issue with you and your uncle or something that doesn't have anything to do with me. I was saying shit like that. And there was these people working on a car that I was looking at, and I wanted to be like, is this guy with you? But I think they were just getting entertained by the whole shenanigans, you know? I was like, why do you want to mess with me in public, dude? My mind goes a million miles an hour. I'm the biggest pain in the ass to argue with and shit. Because I'll just do all these weird loops and weird things to entertain myself. And the person's like, get out of here. What are you even talking about? And then they lose it more. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Legged Out Legend said, tomorrow be like 2 death donuts, black holes merged together. Yeah, who knows what comes next? It's so crazy. We got like Project Bloombeam showing up. Yeah, the UFO invasion, by the way, you know. I keep seeing that and I can't tell if it's my algorithm because I follow all this weird shit or if people are really talking about whatever that spaceship comet that's supposed to be here in 45 days or whatever. I can never tell like what part of the echo chamber I'm in. Sometimes I'll check with my girlfriend. I'll be like, hey, do you know anything about Shiba Inu coin? You know, I'll say something like that. No. Or, you know, like this buddy of mine, I was talking to him a couple months ago about Dogecoin, and he was like, he thought Elon Musk was hooked with it. And I was like, no. And I was like, I'm just getting an assessment, though, to see how much you know about these things. Crazy. Oh, shit. Legged Out Legend said AI is taking over the world. Yeah, the amount of fake videos, like, oh, it's right there. Like, being able to distinguish reality from anything on a screen is just not real anymore. It's crazy. People are going to take this through AI. They're going to be like, is Starheadboy a real person? It's just an AI avatar or something. Could be. What if we all are? It could be like there's this Terminator, one of the Terminator series, one of the Terminator movies, where the main Terminator guy, where it's all based around, he doesn't know that he's a robot, and then later it gets revealed to him, and he's like, "What? I'm with them. Oh no." We could all be that. I've thought this since I was 7 years old. I was like, how do I know these are my memories? What if I just was awake right now and all those memories were put in there? Still think that. Crazy. Oh, the great white wolf came down. I spaced out, dude. I got mesmerized by her beauty. Crazy. Legged Out Legend said Japan is going down first. LOL. Crazy. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this whole world. Dude, the whole world is so crazy right now. There's so much chaos. It's bonkers, dude. There's just like, oh, I heard about that happening. Oh, this is going to happen. That's going to happen. Then there's an incredible peace, too, in parts of it. There always is. It's crazy. I'm just going to sit here and drink iced coffee and do what I normally do. I eat a lot of ice cream. Oh, I'm going to have 2 weeks by myself here, too. My girlfriend's going to France with her friend. It's going to be crazy. I might finish the color version of the Beetle Unicorn book during that time. I got plans. I'm going to be working my little took us off on artwork and stuff. My schedule's going to change. I got to take care of the house and the ducks and things like that, you know? Oh, Legged Out Legend said, but I have to go. Bye. See you on your next stream. Yeah, see you later. Have a great day today. It's a crazy world, and we're just trying to get through. Right? Where are we trying to go? You know what I mean? It's funny. I was thinking about it this last night because you get used to your environment, you know? And I was in like a pretty painful place for like I don't know how many years, and I didn't notice it, so it kept compounding, like interest. And I just kept going, oh, that's fine. That's the normal. And now that all that pain's gone, I'm like, what was I doing over there, right? They say when you're going through hell, keep going, right? I was like, that's kind of my version of it. Damn, that was a lot of bullshit that I was putting myself through, mostly. No one else was doing it for me. All right, I'm going to wrap this one up. I love y'all. Let's see. I love that this thing has a live that shows the time, 22 minutes. I know if people look up there and they see an hour and a half, they're going to be like, what? What does this guy even have to say? But I'll answer for you, nothing. Nothing. I don't got anything to say, right? I don't know anything. I came into this with nothing. I'm leaving with nothing. I'm just enjoying the ride and borrowing things as I'm here. It's all energy. We're all one, right? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Simulation's falling apart. Have fun in this moment. We don't know if we're going to get the next ones, right? Oh, I think it's going to be okay, strangely. But, all right. I love y'all. I got a crystal here. I love y'all. It's 4:58 Thursday. If in Washington, 15 minutes south of Seattle. Da-da-da-da-da. Light and love to you and your families. I hope you have a lot of love in your life and you're able to give love wherever it feels safe for you. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and one last little goodbye from the great white wolf. I'll see you soon. Da-da-da-da-da. Adios.